With the program assistant, program assistant, I mean, that's still, yeah. And not outside of that, super.
Gesla is arriving. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Who's the chanting master? Okay. Yeah. Tamula, please.
Okay, let's start with the Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. It's on page 34 of the Go Prayer Book. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Now the Medicine Buddha, verse of praise and mantra, which is on the same page. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering in the lower realms, dispeller of disease in the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. Jayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Jayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Jayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha. Okay, now the 4 immeasurables, also on page 34. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Okay, now the verse of praise and mantra for Chenrezig on page 37.
Let's go, Lamula. 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes, Geshe-la.
Right. So, all my friend, please, we'll do the money recitation 333 3 times like 6. There's a 6 syllables. So, first 3 recitations, please try to imagine deep down from your heart that any difficulty, complications that causes by arrogance, pride, okay, any kind of mental discomfort related to or causes by pride or arrogance, then completely purify you yourself and become free from pride and arrogance. Okay, the first 3 recitations. Alhamdulillah, say the
So
mantra.
first, the verse of praise. I don't think I said that. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chenrezig, I'll sing when I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Or you can also visualize. You can visualize if you are familiar with the image of forearm generosity, like all the enlightened beings, compassion manifested in the form. That is called our Lokitesharava, Buddha of compassions. So if you are familiar with the image of forearm generosity, then you can visualize the light emit from generosity body, that very light, the emitting from generosity body, dissolve into your body. So then completely purify. Okay, the next, jealousy, fear, anxiety, stress, any mental difficulties caused by jealousy, completely purify. So then you yourself become free from jealousy. Okay.
Om Mani Padme Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Now the next 3 recitations, so in Buddhism, when you think about doubt, there are 3 types of doubts, 3 different types of doubt. One is, like considered as a negative doubt. Negative means like nothing good comes out of that doubt, and like then not just that, also like is taking you far away from the realities. So then there's what's called equal doubt. It's not entirely negative. Then there's like useful doubt, useful doubt. So now that like what's happening, first of all, not seeing the benefit, or another way you could say not having a faith in yourself, not having a faith in yourself, not having a faith, very spiritual path that you're trying to follow, and not having a faith in the abilities that you possess. There's many, the layers of doubt, or kind of like stop us to kind of like interrupt our spiritual growth, that inner growth. So not based on knowledge, not just based on mere faith, based on knowledge or based on reason, even having a hard time believing, the very life that you possess is something very precious. Even though there are many, many explanations why this life is so precious and why the very teaching that you are studying is very, the opportunities to meeting Dharma is very rare, so we have so much doubt. So then doubt, so that next three recitation of the mantra, please all my friend, visualize deep down from your heart that when the light emits from Cheris's body, so kind of like eradicate that doubt, so then you yourself become free from that doubt, okay? For the benefit of spiritual growth,
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
So now the next recitations, please try, all my friends, try to visualize, as I mentioned before, deep down from your heart, the power of the mantra. Mantra does have power. It's like mantras are like sacred word. So much energy been put in there. So the very meaning of mantra, man in Sanskrit is like mind, man, mantra, pra probably like protect, protecting your mind. That's the meaning of the mantra, And with that understanding, and then of course understanding of the meaning of the mantra, so the purpose of the mantra, so then it will protect your mind from, it will protect your mind from disturbing thought. That's what we need. That's all what we need, is to liberate ourselves from disturbing thought. That's what we are hoping. What we are hoping, the very outcome that we are hoping is to achieve everlasting freedom from disturbing thought. So that is the meaning of meditations. Otherwise, just sitting down, it doesn't benefit your mind, and it's just sitting down. It's just sitting down here or sitting down, rabbit, the cat, the dog, sit down. It's called sitting down, it's just sitting down. The power, meditations. Why we're struggling? Of course, there are some struggle related to the physical body. Then there's many more struggle related to the mind. What we are hoping some good outcome. What that outcome might look like is called moksha, liberations, enlightenment. That's what we are hoping. So therefore, meditation must help us to liberate from disturbing thought. Life will be much, much better off. Less disturbing thought, life will be much better, much, much better. So that's the kind of outcome. That's what we are hoping. Not much worry about the level, not much worry about the title or label. Only thing that matter is liberations, liberation from disturbing thought. The life will be much better off. So that's the kind of outcome that we are hoping, or that is the spiritual growth. So that is the spiritual growth. So then keeping that in mind, whatever form of spiritual practice you do, reciting prayer, reciting mantra, reading Dharma books, analyzing, reviewing, concentrating, all of that is for better outcome here. Freedom. Freedom from jealousy, freedom from anger, freedom from doubt. So now here, especially here, the freedom from ignorance, ignorance, not knowing. And there's like layers of ignorance. The deeper level is like not knowing what we are, the very concept of self we are so tightly clinging on, which we don't have much clue. We did not learn what is self. We did not learn like the very object that we are grasping so tightly, say all the time, I, which we don't have much clue, but we have different ideas, but that idea does not lead to find the true nature of self. So that requires some analysis, some concentrations, some analysis to identify the true nature of self. Till then, it's very, very hard to prove that the very mind is so tightly grasping or clinging on the notion of self. To prove that is wrong is that require some wisdom. Require three types of wisdom. Wisdom generated by listening, wisdom generated by thinking, wisdom generated by deep thinking. So that's the next three recitations to eliminate that kind of ignorance. Okay.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
So now the next three recitation is for freedom from attachment. What's happening here? We see things, see people, see color, hear sound. Pretty much every day, this five senses is constantly interacting with the object, pretty much, unless before like a good night's sleep, pretty much interacting. Things appear that appear to everybody, to you, to someone who's been enlightened, see things, same thing, pretty much same thing. I mean, same object. So one of the great masters, I think Tibetan master, said, looking at one object, single object, one object, could be anything. Jigde talu chigla, tunglu nyes. Looking at the same object but seeing seeing differently. It says tonglu means like seeing too differently. Make sense? Looking at the same object, seeing too differently. Huh? You could say two different feelings, two different reactions, two different, I don't know what to say, like looking at the same object but seeing differently. Make sense? Seeing differently. Oh. So this is all real, this is all fact. You see things. Oh. Nang. Nang. These are appearances. These are appearances. Then there's another thing called reality. How things basically exist. Shen, now shen, then like clinking. So then clinking, not just clinking tightly on opinions, idea, perceptions, like belief, Siddhi, Nangshen, that's quite important. Siddhi, this life. Nangshen means, clinking so tightly on this life. Clinking so tightly on this life. It does not make us venerable, it makes us vulnerable. Does not make us venerable, it makes us vulnerable. So that's the choice that we face, like just Siddhi, this life, now appears. What there are to be appeared? Only five things. Shape, color, sound, smell, taste, tactile. These are all. Sometimes it's called like object of like five object of desire realms. That's where our five senses constantly corresponding, seeing them all the time. Sedinang, that's Sedinang. These life appearances, these five objects, that's called five object of desire realm, that's what it's called. Form, include shape and color, sound, all of that. So no, Shin, then not just that, we don't stop there, so then we clink. Then not just cling, no, then we cling so tightly, and then it's all fixed, hard to change. So that cause more complications. So now how to overcome from that tight grip on this life and this life appearances? How to overcome from there? Lama Tsongkhapa said it very clearly in the three principal aspects of path to enlightenment, the text Lama Tsongkhapa composed. So when you say the word and when you think, you kind of understand a little bit. You are about to understand, or you maybe already understood, or maybe you are about to understand because you are thinking about the meaning of the word. So then the clinking on this life is very obvious. Does not require much explanations. Just ask yourself, like how many different things you're clinking on all the time. If once you recognize that clinking so tightly on so many different things, once you realize that's causing you so much stress, anxiety, fear, it's time to rethink how to overcome from there, how to overcome. So then you listen to Lama Tsongkhapa, what Lama Tsongkhapa has to say. So then Lama Tsongkhapa said, Lama Tsongkhapa mentioned few meditations, how to overcome from that, like clinging so tightly on, could be anything, your idea, your theory, your belief, your perceptions, your opinions. So all these kind of these things are already including grabbing so tightly on this life. It's pretty much included, sums up there, pretty much sums up there. Once you learn how to loosen up that grip, so all the other things will loosen up automatically. So what kind of meditation Lama Tsongkhapa suggests? Tenjor Nyekas. Tenjor Nyeka. You understand? Tenjor Nyeka. Tenjor, precious human life. How you can tell? You have to experiment. You have to meditate. That's the only you can tell. Otherwise, there's no other way to tell. If you think, what do you mean by meditate? Think. No different than that. Meditation does not different than thinking. That's all the meditation is about, is thinking. In this case, thinking what? Thinking about precious human life. So now, how often we think? So now you wonder why you are still clinging so tightly on this life. Now you wonder. The method that Lama Tsongkhapa mentioned, we never try. And they're still wondering, it's still very aware, causing all kinds of complications. It's very much aware, causing all kinds of complications, but we don't know what to do. So now, listening to Lama Tsongkhapa teachings, precious human life. Meditate on precious human life. What that means? Think about precious human life. That's all. Think about precious human life. No, I don't know how to think of precious human life. Oh, there's teaching called Lam Rim, that composed by Lama Tsongkhapa, explain what is the precious human life is all about. Explain there. So then you read, you think. That's all. Just think about. Will that loosen up this tight grip on this life? Of course, probably. Otherwise, Lama Tsongkhapa will not say. Tenjo Nyeka, not just that. Not just that is not just that thinking is not enough. Need some other thinking. Second set of thinking, what is that? Recognizing this life is mortal. Mortal. Don't act like this immortal. You are acting out of ignorance. It's not wisdom. This life, so now you finally, all this effort, like reading, educating yourself, finally you realize that that never been realized long time ago. Like that just thought like just piece of garbage, So now finally realize this life is so precious and realize so meaningful, so difficult to find. Finally, you realize that. So now that very precious, so rare, meaningful, that has limit. It's not like limitless, it has, it changed moment, what's called impermanent. If you think about precious human life, that precious human life is also, will not be there forever. Don't think like that. It will be there forever. There's ignorance. Sorry to say, that's ignorance. It doesn't benefit us, So then think about that. So maybe the tight grip on this life will eventually loosen up. Then you become more vulnerable. Not vulnerable, but then you start to become vulnerable. So then, kind of like, how is it? Can you imagine enjoying something without clinging? Is that possible? Is that possible? Enjoying something without clinging, not just clinging so tightly. Enjoying something with full of wisdom. Enjoying something with full of wisdom. Enjoying the spring without fear of losing spring. Spring will be there, not forever, but enjoying the spring, enjoying the fresh flower that somebody brought it to you as a birthday gift. And now just instead of enjoying, worrying when it's going to decay. Does that make sense? Better to be aware it will decay, only a matter of time. Enjoying while it's fresh. Enjoying, don't clinging so tightly because naturally things disintegrate. It's very important to have that wisdom. So now the question is, it is possible to enjoy something without clinging so tight. Is that possible? That's possible. When you are not clinging on, you are making yourself less vulnerable. So that's exactly what we needed, and according to Lama Tsongpa. Tenjonyaga tsela lomeba ila kombe sedi nangshen dos. Is that true? Find out. How? Just think. Will it increase the grip? Will it make grip tighter or loosen? Oh, it's supposed to loosen up the grip, tight grip on anything. Oh, so now here, seeing is not problems. Creating something based on seeing and fixing that creations, the problem. Creating something, some kind of stories based on the object, and fixing that creations. Whatever that manifests through your. That now your perception. That's your perception, and you fix that. So then, yeah, of course, that's difficult. That's problem. No, that's difficult. Oh, so that's the last. Sorry, so much said. Sorry. So much said. Oh, this is important. So then the next recitation. So just imagine from deep from your heart that when the yellow light, white light emit from our location, our body dissolve into your body. So then you yourself become free from that, attachment, means clinging so tightly on anything. It's not the best things. That's not the best things. Be more, be more aware. Don't do that out of fear. do that to benefit yourself. That's all. Benefit yourself. Makes this life less vulnerable. Less vulnerable. So that's what this teaching is all about, making this life less vulnerable and enjoying things without clinging on them. The fundamental question, is that possible? I don't know what to say. You ask yourself, is that possible? Is that possible? Don't need to look every one of them like simultaneously, just look one single object. So now ask yourself question, is it possible me to enjoy without clinging on this? So then you figure it out. According to Lama Tsongkhapa teaching, it's very possible. Okay. So now next 3 recitations, just imagine that. Okay, visualize that.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
So then next 3 recitations, like overcoming or liberating yourself from anger, the most destructive emotions, very unfortunately. Shetan tabi diba me soba tabi kato me tewe sola nendendo nato tsuchi gombar chas. Masa Shanti Deva said, Shetan tabi diba mes, there's no more destructive emotion than anger. Very true. Soba tabi kato me, there's no practice, more proper practice than patience. Therefore, whatever ways you can practice patience, Master Shanti is begging all of us, please do, sake of your own benefit. Not sake of Buddhism, sake of label, sake of title, sake of positions, sake of very clothes that you're wearing. Sake of your own benefit, that's all, sake of your own benefit. Subhatabu Teve Sola Nintentos. Not so not so means various way. Please practice the patient various way. Nente means like how you say nente, how you say in English, nente like it's like emphasize on the practice of patient, emphasize on the practice of patient. Then practice that. There should be emphasis on the practice of patience from all kinds of ways. It doesn't have to be Buddhist way, it doesn't have to be Christian way, all kinds of ways. Bottom line, the practicing patience benefits you, that's all, benefits you. If you're seeking some kind of relief from all this complications, then practice patience, particularly complications caused by anger, practice patience. No sake of label, sake of title, sake of position, sake of religion, sake of your own well-being. Midwe chedan debayi keje pali jungjuba imi dewe se shendang te da jomso. Da jom means you, jom means destroyed yourself. You yourself destroyed yourself. By how? Getting angry. Getting angry. Why you get angry? How you get angry? Why you get angry? Oh, because we have desire. We have desire. Not having desire is the best, but that's hard. Practically, that's very hard. It's not a bad idea to minimize them, But the same time be aware, having zero desire, that's very hard thing to achieve. Does not mean it's impossible. It is very possible, but takes time. Now, what we can do? So ask yourself, does desire makes life more easy or more complicated? You don't need to ask Lama Tsongkhapa, but you ask yourself, does desire makes your life more complicated or less complicated? What kind of desire? Oh, 5 objects I just mentioned, 5 objects. That's the only object we have. That's called like 5 objects of desire realms. That's probably another reason why it called the very realm that we live in called desire realm. There may be a reason, no? So why we get angry? Unfortunately, we have desire. Do we have to get angry? No. So it's very important to analyze. It's important to analyze. Otherwise, it's hard to stop. Need to analyze. How many different types of desire we have? You could say we have 2 types of desire. Desire to achieve something or desire to avoid something. There's 2 types of desire. Regardless, Tibetan, American, doesn't matter, pretty much everybody else. That's the fact. Nothing to do with religion, that's the fact. That's what Master Shantideva said. Desire to achieve something, want to get something, desire to avoid something. So now all of a sudden, some kind of like interruptions taking place between the desire and you. So that's why you get angry. So now you find the fuel. There's obstacles between your desire. You find the, so let's say, I very much like to go to flea market to just look around all the junk pretty much they sell. So friends say, why there's nothing to buy, it's all junk, why you want to go there? So now there's obstacles. Because you want to go there, your friend doesn't want to go. We don't see this as an opportunity to practice patience. We don't see it. No, on the other hand, nobody's a prophet. Everybody's struggling. Then top of that, we are not being mindful about your own happiness. So now, there's the situations. You very much want to go, your friend doesn't want to go. Your friend wants to go to shopping mall, you don't want to go. Because you have a reason, I'm like, all this light in the shopping mall bothers my eye, I don't want to go, it's too much color there, too much noise, no fresh air, blah, blah, blah. Then many reasons. You give many reasons, then your friend give many reasons. So now we don't learn how to compromise. Attitude that rise, my way or highway. It's finished. There's nothing to reach. There's no common ground. Or you follow my order, or you go away, get out of my way. That kind of attitude will then will this kind of attitude make you happy? Why you are having this kind of attitude? Are you happy? Probably not. Then why we do? Is your friend happy? Probably not. Are you happy? Not. What are you looking for? So that's why I'm saying kind of complicated. Life is kind of complicated. We don't see. So that's why exactly what we get. Why we get angry? Midre chetan dobai kechepale jungchuba imideve se nyene. So you found the fuel, you find the fuel for your agitations, agitations, your anger. Then you, out of complete ignorance, you just swallow like that ice cream, that food, you just, without thinking, gluk, gluk, gluk. Then of course, then you manifest in the wrathful aspect. Then you are angry. Means you are in pain. Now you are in pain. You cannot be happy because you are in pain. How you can be happy if you are in pain? That's impossible. So then even you are in pain, you did not realize that you are in pain. You did not realize that you are in pain. If you realize that you are getting into the pain, you are in the pain, you probably rethink. What kind of thought could follow if you rethink? Maybe let it go. Maybe you just let it. Maybe you tell yourself, don't make big deal out of this. This is not the end of the life. Just let it go. Just let it go. Before you are talking and laughing each other, now that's all gone. For what? Your friend doesn't want to go to flea market. You want to go there. That's all the reason. That's all reason. Nothing more. That's just example. That's just example. So immediately then you really rely on, of course, you consume the food, you find the food, you consume that, you consume the fuel, then you heavily rely on anger, then you yourself is done, it's finished. It's finished now. Who said that? Master Shanti Deva. Shendang te da yourself, Jom means destroyed, finished. Thinking, repeating, maybe memorizing the word, repeating, when you're going out, things could occur, many things. Make sure that you understand things doesn't go always the way you want to go. People have also interests. Don't act like you are the only one who has interest. Nobody else has interest. Just don't think like they are like made out of machines, no feelings. No, they have interest. They also want to do things maybe you don't want to do. Be fully aware, no, be fully aware. Oh, that's called wisdom. Oh, Shantan did the dajums, okay, dajums. Shantan sumu sem chanas. If you harbor this pain, what's called anger, Shanti Deva calls pain. Shantan sumu sem chanas. If you harbor that pain, you are not going to experience calm mind, peaceful mind. Blame anger, not blame somebody else. Blame anger. There will be no physical pleasure, there will be no mental pleasures. Maybe probably lose, you are not going to have good night's sleep. You will probably have less appetite and you lose ability to judge. This is all the results of the pain that you are harboring. Not realizing it's doing far more damage than good. Not realizing that it's doing far more damage than good. And still holding so tightly. Time to awake, time to wake up. Time to wake up. Including myself, all of us. Time to wake up. Oh, so that's what Shanti Deva said, okay? So the last recitation, please visualize deep down from your heart. Light image from Buddha of compassion body. So dissolve into your body, then you yourself become free from that pain.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
We just finished the preliminary prayer. Oh, yeah. So Alhamdulillah, continue. So after we finish the preliminary prayer, then we'll finish the class.
Again, on page 37, the verse of praise and mantra for Green Tara. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from all fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Sanje cheta soje chonala chanjo parno. Dage cheshe jebe sonam je nola menje sanje nola sanje cheta soje chonala chanjo parno. Dage cheshe jebe sonam je nola menje sanje nola. Sanje cheta soje chonala chanjo parno dane. Dagi chushi jebe sonam je andala benja. Oh yeah. Good morning. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you for translating people back in Patagonia. Thank you all of you on Zoom coming to class. So now only 3 minutes left. Today to a long preliminary practice prayer. Any question there? We have only 4 minutes, so we have to become good at time. So
Yes,
after-
yes, so there are a couple of questions, but
Oh.
I think they're a little long to answer in 3 minutes, but
Yeah, 4 minutes.
let me,
Short one. Please begin the short one.
well, neither one is short.
Short
but
one,
here's
less complicated one.
This one is, I wish to liberate all living beings, reciting mantras and prayers for healing and purification. For example, the Green Tara mantra. I struggle with the obstacle that we can't change other living beings' karma. So how can I keep a perspective of wishful prayers bearing fruit or being beneficial?
Any donations? Yeah, true. Not easy to change other people's karma, that's true. So then each and every person is responsible for their own actions. So first, getting enlightened yourself. That's most important. I don't believe that generating bodhicitta is solving entire problem in the world. So then in that case, you probably say there have never been bodhisattva in the past. Why? Because still there's so much problems. Generating bodhicitta is mainly changing your perceptions about how you say, existence of other living beings on this universe. So If you just focus on, then I don't blame that one will feel overwhelmed looking at now. Just doesn't have to be look entire planet, just look at countries that are in war. Hard to believe that practically there's really nothing that your action will change the outcome, unfortunately. Does that means like there's no benefit praying for them? That's hard to say. Hard to say. You can't 100% say, oh, there'll be zero benefit. That's not fair. You cannot say there's like 100% it will change the outcome. It's hard to say. But having a positive thought towards any situation is good for you. So first, that's why the Lamrim, small scope, middle scope, great scope. Small scope, mainly trying to focusing individual liberations. So that's all I can say. There's nothing really much to say. No, like doesn't sound like the most easiest questions. But that's very good question. But it's like hard. Yeah, changing, practicing bodhicitta. Please make sure that we don't get the wrong idea. Practicing bodhicitta does not mean changing somebody else's karma. That's very clear. Technically, it's not. You can change. You are just hoping the better outcome for them. You are not really changing. So that's why Buddha taught shunyata. And from our side, we also have to be fair. Don't expect, oh, Shakyamuni Buddha will take care of our problem. That's not a realistic approach. So that means like you are not taking any responsibilities. So that's not fair. We have to be fair from ourselves too. Does not mean Buddha is not, Shakyamuni Buddha is not trying to help, but that's why the teaching shunyata. So there's something you can learn, definitely you can learn. If somebody else learn it, you can learn. If some human being experience, you can experience, why not? So, okay. So that generating bodhicitta, meditating on bodhicitta does not indicate changing other people's karma at all. So that needs to be clear. Time is over now, so maybe save for next Wednesday, next Sunday. So last few Sundays we are going over the time, so no good. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. Good to see you again. So then after that we have meditations. Okay. So then you are welcome to stay. Welcome to go. Welcome to stay. Okay, we'll take a break. Samula, we do the short dedications. Thank you very much, Samula. Thank you, all of you, coming on Zoom. Very good to see you. So, because of now my eye can't see your name very well, but I just want to say good morning to all of you in the same time. Before I try to greet you one by one, but now all of you together, okay? Oh, yeah.
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And the land encircled by snow mountains. You are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chen Reizig, Chenzen Gatsal, please remain until samsara ends. And this is on page 244 in the Gold Prayer Book. Page 244. Then on page 245, the one who mastered speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Alatare, the one who with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then page 244, you will pull the subduers more away, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savior of myself and others, your disciples, please live long. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, break, a few minute break. Yeah.
So we'll take a 5-minute break.
Hello, Bob. Are you in Italy?
Morning, Geshe-la.
Are you in Italy?
No, not yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay, oh, yeah.
I'll let you know. Still waiting.
Okay. Tashitile Chetan, how are you? Hello, Mary, Helen. Hi, Renee, how are you? You're getting better? Children, how is Metra? Oh, Tashitile Metra. ¿Cómo está? Oh, yeah. Hello, Carolina Gomez, both of you. Patricia. Hola. Fernanda Marcelo. Oh, Marcelo. Hello, Emily. Oh, Venerable Kesawamo. Nili. Ninja. Nili, are you back?
Yes,
Helen.
Geshe-la, we came over yesterday.
Oh, good. Helen, are you sleeping? Uh, just joking, just joking. Mm. So it's time to start, or
No, it was.
Tashitele Pandit Ji Pati. Oh, hello, William. Hello, Heather. Thomas, time to start. Tara practice. Tara meditation. Short meditation. I think there's not much time. We should do short meditation. Okay. Well, of course, when you do this meditation at home, so then you begin with refuge and bodhicitta prayers. So that commonly we do here, 4 line, 1 stanza. So then after that, do the 4 immeasurable practice. So then after that, so then do how is the meditation on shunyata, based on this Sanskrit word, Sambhashana Sadhana Sambhashana Ham. So meaning, Sambhashana Sadhana Sambhashana Ham, meaning, pure nature of body, speech, and mind, and pure nature of everything else. Thinking deep down from your heart, that is me. Then based on that deeper understanding of shunyata, then all become empty. Not totally empty, but all become something very profound and deep, not just empty, become something very profound and deep. Then arise from that deeper understanding of shunyata, then rise. If you receive the Tara initiation, then rise yourself. Visualize your mind. So if you did not receive the Tara initiations, you can generate out of this deeper understanding of shunyata, you can generate space before you, you can generate Mother Tara, okay? Now imagine, I'm not sure which word, the best word to use, visualize or imagine. From this deeper understanding of, pure nature of everything, yourself and everything else, pure nature, so not able to access that pure nature because of our perceptions, very much driven by, ignorance, unfortunately. So then out of that deeper understanding of pure nature, so then just imagine, I'm going to say in your heart, but also indicate out in front of you, space before you, if you haven't received the initiations. So I'm not going to repeat this word again. With that deeper understanding, your awareness, your mind or your awareness or your mind become green thumb, bright and green thumb. Not sure. If you just get the glimpse of the image, that's good enough. So don't expect to get crystal clear image at the beginning, right from the beginning. Just glimpse of that. Sorry, I imagine the beautiful lotus. Imagine beautiful lotus. Imagine top of that, mundis, something white circle, mundis. top of that, your mind, one with green thumb. That's your mind. The green thumb merge into green data. Color green, color in green. One face, two arm. Right hand, supreme giving hand gesture. Left hand holding the flowers right next to the ear. And with the mudra, like symbolizing three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Adorned with all the jewels, wearing a silk, this particular silk from the celestial realms, silk, particular silk. What that means, like that when you can put the entire cloth into your palm. Half Vajra cross leg, left leg bent, right leg slightly extended. Now you have the entire image of Mother Tara, one with yourself, or yourself. So then crown chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, three chakras, imagine Om Ahu, Om Ahu. Light emit from the heart chakra together with the letter Hum. Attract the blessing from all the enlightened beings from the 10 directions. Dissolve back into the heart chakra within the letter Hum, which is located in the heart chakra. So now imagine making offerings, all kind of offerings, flower, incense, water, fruit, making all kind of offerings. Then after that, praise based on the stanza. Now yourself, center of your heart chakra, Now you yourself become Tara, so center of the heart chakra. Green thumb, which is located right from the beginning, surrounded by this 10-syllable Tara mantra, Tare Tutare Turi Soha, clockwise, standing clockwise. Light emit or nectar flows from that letter Hum, and also the Tara mantra, 10-syllable mantra, nectar flows or light emit the moment it touch your body, all the beings that you are thinking about, relative, close one, loved one, strangers, enemies, distant relative, all of them. Moment the light touch, purify sicknesses, interference, spirit harm, purify all the negative karmas, increase their lifespan, their fortune, knowledge, meditative experience, realizations, tremendously increase. So with that visualization, so then we recite one round of Tara mantra. First we will chant 21 times, rest we recite silently. And Lamula will lead. Whenever Lamula will lead the chant.
So first, the verse of praise.
Tagoma Lamula in this case is not needed.
Oh, sorry.
Just recite the mantra.
Okay. First,
So that the verses, first verses. So when you want to recite Tara mantra without doing meditation, then you can recite that stanza, then followed by Tara mantra. So here is meditation is no needed. Okay.
so say the first 7 and the last one together.
21 times chant, so then the rest we will say silently.
Oh, 21 times. Okay.
Mm.
Om tare tu re so ha. 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 tare tu re soha.
So now recite three like Vajrasattva mantra, longer one 3 times.
Om Vashasato Samaya Manipala Sato Teno Patito Dino Mebao Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayach Sarva Karma Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatak Ashre mame munsa pasha bhava mahasamaya sato ahum pe om vasha sato samaya manupalaya vasha sato teno patita dudo me bhava suto kayo me bhava supo kayo me bhava anurakto me bhava sarva siddhi me prayach sarva karma sutsame chitam shriyam kuruhum aha ha ha ho bhagawana sarva tatakat ashramane mutsa bhasha bhava mahasamaya sato ahum pe om vasha sato samaya manupalaya vasha sato teno patita dudo me bhava suto kaya me bhava supo kaya me bhava anurakto me bhava sarva siddhi me prayach Sarva karma sutsame chitam shriyam kuruhum aha ha ha ho bhagawana sarva tatakat ashre mame muche vasha bhava mahasamaya sato ahum te.
So deep down from your heart, you are like, oh. Deep down from your heart, asking or requesting, Buddha Vajrasattva, please pay attention to me. All the negative karma, since from beginningless time to till now, purify them. So the Buddha Vajrasattva greatly accept your request. Accept your request delightfully accept your request. What you're requesting is to purify all the negative karma, since from beginningless time till now, completely purified. And Buddha Vajrasattva delightfully accept your request. Imagine that from your heart. So now that completed the actual meditation session is now pretty much complete. And after that, there's one stanza, so then you read, recite on that Alhamdulillah in English. Okay, so the Alhamdulillah, yeah, chant that. So there's maybe there'll be English version. So Alhamdulillah, please chant.
Kewadi nu duda amado yune do wajida malupa Dei sala gepasho.
So now the meditation sessions begin. Post meditation session begin. What you do, you recite 21 Tara praises during the post meditation sessions. So then conclusion after that. So then the short Tara retreat is done. It's complete. Okay. So then there's some kind of visualization involved. So Potala, there's the Taras Pure Land, Potala. Just imagine deep down from your heart. Sake of your well-being, sake of well-being of all mother sentient beings that you want to invite Green Tara together with 21 Taras into this environment for the sake of your own benefit, the sake of the benefit of other living beings from the Potala's pure land, Tara's pure land. Just imagine Green Tara together, all the 21 Taras, so you can see the all the statues on the altar on my left. So then, there's like, after that, there's like the ritual cake offerings, If you have some fruit or food on your altar, so then you can, do that 7 times. Either Sabbath Erabadna Kakaka, whom you can do that 7 times. Followed by, like Tara's 7 limb. So maybe Venerable Hamala will recite that, probably in English. Yeah. Tara's 7 limb. Should be above that. Is this the practice they will put it together? Then maybe Alhamdulillah above the request and prayer benefit above probably.
Did you not want the 7 limbs?
Yeah, 7 limb.
Okay, let's see. Let me find. All right, let's see. Let's see. Here, that's probably.
Or just visualize 7 limb.
Okay.
You see the Thomas, you see where? 7
I
limb
think
prayer?
it's must be before.
Yeah, it's before request and prayer benefit, before the 21 Tara praises.
Okay,
Before
let's
21
see.
Tara praises. Yeah. If this lined up.
See,
I
it
think,
must be.
yeah, before the long life mandala offerings. Oh, that looks like now you're, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so these meditations that I'm leading should be follow exactly like that. That's probably how we put it together.
Reverently, I prostrate to the Venerable Aryatara and all the conquering Buddhas and their children who reside in the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. I offer flowers, incense, and butter lamps, perfume, food, music, and the like, both actually arranged here and those mentally transformed. Please accept them, assembly of Aryataras. I declare all that I have done from beginning this time until now, with my mind being under the sway of delusion, the 10 non-virtues and the 5 heinous. I rejoice in whatever virtuous merit has been accumulated throughout the 3 times by hearers, solitary realizers, bodhisattvas, and ordinary beings. I request you to turn the wheel of Dharma the great, small, and common vehicles, in accordance with the intentions of all sentient beings and suited to their individual minds. I beseech you to remain until samsara ends and not pass away to the state beyond sorrow. Please, with your boundless compassion, look upon all beings drowning in the ocean of suffering. May whatever merit I have accumulated be totally transformed into the cause of enlightenment, and may I become, without a long passage of time, the glorious deliverer, benefiting all migrating beings.
Not much time, so now please recite the stanza, the Mandala Offering. After that, I think Mandala Offering.
The short, you mean the short?
Yes, Namala, yes.
Okay. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Idam Guru Rata Mandalakam Niryatayami.
So then, like, can you move a little bit up so there's visualization? Right after that,
Let's see.
right after, if you move.
Oh,
Oh yeah, okay. There. So maybe that English is much better than my English.
you're dissolving the visualization, that stanza?
Not yet, not yet. So
Oh.
first, deep down from your heart, or maybe the Lamala recite, read that visualization, probably the better English.
Deep down from your heart, think, Tara, you know what is best for me. Then hold her big toe on her extended right foot as you recite.
So this exactly translated from the text. Didn't make it up. Just that. Here, like in order to succeed into this meditation, so the devotion is the key. So there's something that nobody can do it for you, something that you can do it for yourself, develop. Like sincere, genuine, authentic devotions towards Mother Tara, sake of your own well-being and sake of well-being of all Mother sentient beings. So this is the key to success, the key to succeed, you to succeed into this meditation, okay? Something to think about. So now, so then recite 21,000 praises one time, just one time.
Om, I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage Tara, swift heroic, eyesight lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of the Earth's sure-born lotus. Whoops. Homage she whose face combines 100 odd impulses of souls, blazing with our race resplendent as 1,000-star collection. Homage golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand adorned, giving effort calm austerity, meditation her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumphed without limit, relied on my conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with Tutare, him desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the all-Lord, Shaka Ani Bamamaru, honored by the host of spirits, corpses, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with their trained pace sound, destroying false magic diagrams, her free pressing left out right and blazing in a raging fireplace. Homage to the very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champions. She with frowning lotus visage, she was sayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart her fingers, or on her with three jewel mudra. Light bay masses all excited, all directions feels adorn her. Homage she so joyous radiant, crown emitting garlands of light. Mirthful laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage crown adorneth crescent, moon on ornament most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage she with wreath ablaze, like eon denning fire abiding, rush of left and joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the seven levels she does conquer. Homage happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana, she endowed with woman's soul, destroyer of the great evil. Homage she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to a reseed letter of the shape of syllable, whom by something shakes the 3 worlds, Meru Mandara and Vindhya. Homage holding in her hand the himrak moon of Deva-like form, with by spoken Tara and Pe, totally dispelling poison. Homage she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels my dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with Isara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, draws the souls of the Yakshas and praise corporate supreme today. These praises with mantras and prostrations, thus are 21.
Now, deep down from your heart, please visualize nectar flows from Tara, main Tara, green Tara, and together all the green Tara nectar flows. Fill up your body all the way from the tip of the top all the way to your crown, completely fill up. All the negative karma since from beginning time to till now completely purify, together with all the sicknesses, interference, spirit harm, completely purify and increase lifespan, fortune, knowledge, meditative experience, realization, increase. All the 21 Tara dissolve into the main Tara. The main Tara dissolve through your crown chakra, all the way to your heart chakra, remain there forever. So that's the conclusions of the retreat, short or mini Tara retreat or short Tara conclusions. So then after that, recite the benefit, the prayer and the request, then finish, okay?
Whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites this with supreme faith, remembering at dawn upon waking and in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. Multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of the Buddha. Infected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering one be thoroughly cleansed. This prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, will pacify all the sufferings of torments caused by spirits, fevers, and poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you will receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled and all obstacles pacified. Now the request, Geshe-la.
Yes, please.
Okay. O compassionate and venerable adoring goddesses, may the infinite beings, including myself, soon purify the two obscurations and complete both collections so that we may attain full and perfect enlightenment. For all my lifetimes until I reach this stage, I know the sublime happiness of humans and gods, and so I may become fully omniscient. Please pacify quickly all obstacles, spirits, corruptions, epidemics, diseases, and so forth. The various causes of untimely death, bad dreams and omens, the 8 fears and other afflictions, and make it so that they no longer exist. May the mundane and supramundane collections of all excellent, auspicious qualities and happiness increase and develop, and may all wishes be fulfilled naturally and effortlessly without exception. May I strive to realize and increase the sacred Dharma, accomplishing your stage and beholding your sublime face. May my understanding of emptiness and mind of enlightenment increase like the moon waxing full. May I be reborn from an extremely beautiful and holy lotus in the joyous and noble Mandala of the Conqueror, and may I attain whatever prophecy I receive in the presence of Amitabha, Buddha of infinite light. O deity, whom I have accomplished from previous lifetimes, the enlightened action of the 3 times Buddhas, blue-green, 1 face and 2 arms, a swift pacifier, O mother holding an Utpala flower, may you be auspicious. Whatever your body, O mother of conquerors, whatever your retinue, your lifespan in Pure Land, whatever your name, most noble and holy, may I and all others attain only these. By the force of these praises and requests made to you, may all diseases, poverty, fighting, and quarrels be calm. May the precious Dharma and everything auspicious increase throughout the worlds and directions where I and others dwell.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. So now the retreat, short retreat is done. Okay. So hopefully maybe one day we'll do the long one. Thank you all the people on Zoom. Thank you, chat translating for the people in Patagonia. So all of you have a wonderful Sunday. See you next Sunday. Okay.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lamala.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Dolmasi.
Gracias.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Kadampa Center.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias.